Dear YouTubers, this is a warning to the whole world and to all of America. The second coming of Christ is close at hand. From the dollar bill background, where you have the pyramids, to the Jewish flag, six-starred pentagram, to the swastika, it's clearly engineered by the one world government and elites of the world. Make no mistake about it, man. I was watching today the news. They were talking about that Holocaust shooting there today, down there. The Holocaust wasn't staged. It actually happened. The misconception about it, people don't realize. You know, you always hear these stories of these gunmen, you know, always blockading doors when they do attack it. They're after to attack your rights and free will, which Christ gives you, you know. Free ownership to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. They want to take your guns. They want to regulate free speech on the internet. Make no mistake about it. But the true Jews, I believe, are multicolored people. That's why in 144,000 tribes, it talks about the Haitians, the Levites, the Manassas, you know, and the Haitians, you know, they're the chosen people of God. And the Holocaust, in a sense, is staged in the sense that the people who are real persecuted were of the European descent. And the Pentagram and the Roman Catholic Church is all behind it. And I'm here to show you the other side of the dollar bill, too. You see the wings on this bird, you know, the same wings that was on the Nazi Germany flag years ago. And also, too, you know, the UN, you know, with the little things around it, you know, it's kind of represented in this dollar bill too. But another thing I wanted to bring to light is the fact that after today, there'll be no more analog TV. It'll all be digital TV, which means now the government can basically regulate everything. They can regulate what you see on TV. They can make something look real that isn't real, something fictional, you know. They can make, now if the Antichrist steps on the stage, they can make it look like he's really God when he's not God. But I was also watching the thing too today in the news where they're talking about Philip Morris and more government regulations over cigarettes. I mean, they showed the American Red Cross, all these different organizations, United Way, you know. And, you know, all of them, if you look at like the healthcare logo too, you know, it has a snake in the center of it. Obama talking about universal health care. So, I mean, you know, the snake, you know, is Satan. So I'm just warning people that time is up and everything that, that in general, though, the nation of Israel, remember what it says, the blessed are those who bless Israel, cursed are those who curse Israel. But the influence, though, that's been influenced by the European church, let me just say, is evil in itself. I mean, this system is on the verge of collapse here in America. I mean, people don't realize it because, you know, I keep telling them, but once Israel strikes Iran, it is all over. You know, the Sanhedrin will be ready to set up the temple, you know, and so when the Antichrist walks on the stage, he'll make it look like, you know, the final, when the 7-year peace treaty is signed, he'll make it look like, you know, there's 3 years of peace, and then the second half, all hell will break out loose with the mark of the beast, where everybody will have to take this initiation, otherwise they won't be able to buy or sell. But let me just say, too, really quick, that I think that though the mark of the beast will be here in America, the Western world first, because, I mean, look at the big banks and the insurance companies backed by the Illuminati, the Bilderberg Group, the CFR Trilateral Commission, people like Ben Bernanke, Henry Paulson, Alan Greenspan, you know, from Chase Manhattan to Capital One, from the back of this dollar bill where it says one, you know, on the back, you know, Novus Orvis Selectorum, over here, your enterprise will be recognized. We clearly already in, but the big banks have all the power in here. So, which people don't realize though, but once Israel hits Iran, you'll literally have chaos though in the streets of Israel. I mean, you know, already the Iranian election is really getting bad because, you know, there's a revolt over in that country right now, you know, over who should win and who shouldn't. But, you know, there's fanatical terrorists over there too who want to do stuff. But I mean, once they detonate the Dome of the Rock, which that's the Illuminati and the government's plan of the Sanhedrin, they'll rebuild the Jewish temple. But once that happens, people don't realize that all of America's assets, most of it, is owned by China and the Japanese and the Koreans. So once that happens, pretty much money that you have here will be basically poop. It'll be worth nothing. And the stock market in the United States will bleed like a jelly donut because, I mean, half your stuff is from overseas to begin with. So, and people don't realize those that Russia, China, and Korea with Kim Jong-il, and also, you know, these countries like Hugo Chavez and in Venezuela and Fidel Castro and his son, you know, with the missiles in there. If we put our sights on the Middle East once this happens, we got to remember those countries because, you know, like it says in the Bible, Mystery Babylon, in 1 hour she shall be made desolate and naked. So, I mean, once this happens, though, I believe America will be destroyed, just like it talks about in Bible prophecy, because, you know, Obama clearly side more with the Palestinians. I mean, the one world state solution. He doesn't back Israel whatsoever in the nation and its people over there. So let me just say, though, that we clearly are in the end. We're going to find out really soon if the pre-tribulation rapture is a lie or not, because, you know, interesting is the Apocrypha has a lot of stuff, you know, that was like, you know, that was taken out of the Bible that men reversed and added to the Bible. And you know what it says in one of the passages in the Bible? Blessed are those who keep these words and commandments, but cursed are those who try to alter or change them, or man who tries to add something to these words. So I mean, and, you know, it's weird that people like Sean Hannity and the media and all these other people are like, don't let your heart be troubled. It's almost like it's staged. We're going to find out really soon if the rapture is a lie or not, and the pre-tribulation rapture it is. But I kind of am 50-50. I swing on the fence, but I just think that, you know, what you're seeing in the news and stuff is Bible prophecy being fulfilled. I have no doubt in my mind, you know, CBS running the special Children of the Recession. You know, this system was set up originally to enslave you. It never was meant to make you free. So I mean, look where you go. I mean, I wanted to go to Florida, so I may not be able to go now. Rates are being so expensive, but I mean, if you look at it in general, I mean, to rent a car, you know, you got to be over 25 to do this and do that. What they don't tell you is all these hidden taxes that the government and the fat cats who control everything get rich on. And also it's the same with the emission standards on cars. Your car won't pass inspection or fail inspection unless that light's off, pretty much. So I mean, already the mark of the beast is in your cars. And I mean, GPS tracking devices too. You know, I heard a while back in the news that they wanted to tax people per mile. So I mean, this is all engineered. Don't let any man by any means deceive you, you know, and I really believe between now to date being 11, of course, the 11 is the number of the Illuminati on one signifying power, as everybody's found out, you know, with 9/11 and stuff too. But I believe between now and July 11th, something big is going to happen in the world. I mean, really big. And I think that the United States is really vulnerable because, you know, blessed are those who bless Israel and cursed are those who curse. But I mean, the people voted for the leadership that they got. And you're getting pretty much the same as George W. Bush and all the wicked elites. You know, the rich get rich, right? The poor get poor. And that's another thing that got tired of the rich man taking advantage of the poor. And as soon as you know it, though, I mean, the mark of the beast is judgment. I mean, in these end days, knowledge is increased and travel is increased greatly, just like the Bible said it would. In the end days, I mean, who are you going to choose between God or Satan? Because the choice is yours. And I mean, you might have to suffer, you know, for believing in what you believe in. But I mean, you know, because there's going to become a day where I'm not going to be able to warn you and tell you what's coming. That's how bad things are going to get. But I'm just here to let everybody know that we are in the last days, make no mistake about it, and the final 7 years is really close. I mean, it's funny, you know, the pyramid too in those Middle Eastern countries too. I mean, you know, the back of the dollar bill with a pyramid, the pentagram. I mean, something ain't right. I mean, just watch Angels and Demons, you know, and soothsayers who were in that movie and stuff, you know, trying to make you feel good, and you found out that priest was corrupt there too, you know. So, I mean, make no mistake about it. This is an evil system. They tax you in this system, you know. Nobody can get along. They're always talking about this person having more than you. I mean, creates jealousy, idols, and adultery. This place is about ready to get judged. And I'm just here to warn you that everybody's going to have to make a choice. And, you know, God's tired of the rich taking advantage of the weak, especially. You're either going to worship Lucifer and Satan, or you're going to be on God's side. So the choice is yours. Just don't take the mark, because once the mark here, it's lights out, even if it means having your head sliced off for the testimony of Jesus. So until next time, may God bless you. And also the HPV-1 and pandemic today, I must spread along, was upgraded to a 6. So the World Health Organization and the UN, Kofi Annan, you know, getting rich off oil as usual, you know, the blood for oil, all that stuff. So until next time, may God be with you in peace, and bye. Thanks.